Okay, I'm going to do a little tutorial video on how to make a burn wound. For starters, this is latex. It's plain old latex and cotton. It took a long time to dry, so I had to do that for a while. The first thing I'm going to do, I've got some cream makeup here that I've mixed up. It's just a little brown, a little red, and white. Cream makeup, unfortunately, is all I'm stuck with right now. I work in a haunted house, so I do this every year, but we use Graftobian. Well, I'm at home, I don't have Graftobian, I'm stuck with the cream makeup. So, this is how you put your cotton on, your latex, you make your little holes. Just make it 3D. You want it 3D looking. See how this is? It's got the edges here. It's hard for me to turn there. And you want to extend it so that it goes into itself. Now, it's not going to look the best because, like I said, I'm stuck with the stupid cream makeup. Does not work. Powders work better. But, so you're just going to start, because normally I use a latex that is already skin colored. And I don't have to do this. So we're starting by, and my light's not great and I hope I don't run out. We need to color our latex skin color, somewhat. So, get the skin color going here. I'm trying to look in my camera as I do this. You mainly want to get just the top of it. Don't worry about getting down in these crevices because those are where we're going to put our coloring, our blood, our whatever you want to call it. So, okay. Now this also sets me up for going around like this. It makes my skin look a little irritated looking, which is what you want. You want it irritated because a burn. Now, if you're going to be under a black light of any kind, you need to have every bit of your latex covered. Okay, so that's that. Where's my... Then I do... oh, I don't have enough cotton balls. Yeah, this'll work. I take a piece... No, I take a little brush like this. Wipe some of that off. And I should have had all this set up first, but I don't. So disorganized. Black. Black gives your wounds depth. So there's the black. Now, we're going to take the black and we're going to dip the brush in it. And all these little holes are going to get filled in with the black. And fill them all in on your skin. Spots here, here, and here. Anywhere you see a little indent, crevice, hole, get the black in there. And get it in there pretty good too, because the black is going to give your burn depth. It's going to make it look deeper, darker, and then when you spray, because you're going to spray a little bit of blood. So in all these little crevices. Now, here's another thing I do not like with the cream paint. This stuff is just not good for it. If you can get a powder, a zombie pack, some call them, use that. The powders work better. These creams, they don't play well together at all. I'm going to jam that in there. Sorry, just getting over a cold, so I sound terrible. Another thing with these burns, bite marks, whatever, this can be either or, but we're doing a burn, kind of like a Freddy Krueger burn. You don't want to be, I learned this last year when I worked in the haunted house, you don't want it to look perfect. You don't want it symmetrical. See, I got this little flappy thing here, right here, this little flappy thing that's flapping around. You don't want this to look symmetrical at all in any way. Just get it in there, jam the brush down in there, whichever way you have to do it. It works. I ran out of black again. Oops. Oops. That's a lot of black. That's okay, because you know what? We're going to use it all. See, right now it doesn't look like much of anything. I know. Now, since we're still working with the black here, hold on, I have to get some cotton. And because we are working with cream makeup, you want to take, a cotton ball, like this. Just ever so lightly dab it in your black. My camera is not picking up well. And then you want to do that. See, you want a stipple effect. Because now we have to take it and we need to stipple all the way around. Oh shoot. Keeps doing it on here until you see that stipple. We need to go all around here with it. Another reason I don't like the cream makeups, they don't cover the latex well. See? So don't worry about this color not being perfect, because it's just going to get blackened out anyhow. You want this to look like a third-degree burn, and third-degree burns have blackening and they're charred. Oops, shoot. No, that's okay. And then even up on here, stick it in here a little. Oh, I can't turn my arm that way. So we don't want this very pink, we want it kind of not pink. Now, taking a tiny, and I do mean a tiny bit of red. This red is it's that cream makeup, so it's going to be that bright red. I'm going to go just on the edges. And way out here. Here. Here where you've put too much, keep dabbing it. You can even do a little rub like that. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, a round brush. Normally I would use a powder. And we blend it. You need to want to bring the black, you want to draw the black up into the red and blend it. I even do a tiny bit of spots of blue. See? That tiniest bit of blue, because that blue will spread. Oh shoot, too much black. If you get too much black, just go up into here. Dab it off in there. I keep hitting my cabinet. And don't push hard with this latex either, because this is not one of my one of the best latexes. So it will, because it's the cream makeup, I should say. Graftobian is made to go very smoothly over latex, and this is not. This is why they say that dollar store cream makeup, it's best for kids, not for effects like this, see, because it just pulls off after so long, and then it's a pain to try to cover it back in. Now, see here what I was saying, to try to color all your latex. This is the black that's pretty much turned gray, because you don't want that looking, you don't want them to see that, because then they say, oh, that's not real. It's not real, but you want to make it look real. That's a little too red. But if you're in a haunted house, you're in a darkened light, they're not going to see this when you're darkened out, or, you know, most of them. And I've walked through my own haunted house a few times and tried to pay attention to the artwork that I did. There's no way. They had me too scared. Too scared, or they just, you know, there was just too much action. So, if it doesn't look perfect in a bright light like this, especially if you're doing this for a haunted house or trick-or-treating at night. Now, this is where our fun really begins, because now we want to take another cotton ball, try to get those edges back with the red, Now, and again, the same thing. And now we're going to go, and we want to stay in this. We don't want to go out here because that's enough red. But we want to get red in here now. So a little stippling, just a little, just to hit the high spots. Now, starting to look kind of icky there, isn't it? Now, because this red, I'm going to show you this trick. Because this red is so bright red that it is not a little bit of, no, I think I have enough blue. Now I take this and I go over here on this end and I scoop up a good chunk of the red and I put it right there. And I scoop up about half of that blue and I put that there. And then I take about that much of the black and I put that there. And then I mix them together. I want my red to be very dark. I want maroon. I don't have that color, so I have to make it. Now, this looks pretty maroon. My lights in here are terrible, which are playing camera trickery, as they usually do. Now, I'm going to need more than that because I have to fill all this in. So I need to scoop up another big chunk of red. I'm going to take the rest of this blue and about that much black. Stick it all in there. See, these mix together well. But they don't go over top of each other well. That's one thing I don't like about this cream makeup. And I won't use it. I'll use it on kids. That's about it. But to do this stuff, I'm telling you, Graftobian all the way. It's FX quality. It's made to go over the latexes. Now this is a little dark, so I think I'm going to grab a little more red. Pop that in there. I don't want to add white because it turns it pink. Alright, so we'll work with that. I'm going to start with the big one. Now you want to take this and you want to just jam this in all on the edges to start. And on here. I'm going to get this all where you can see that anything that looks white or pink or needs more black. In here and in here. Because remember, when you get burnt, your skin's not really pink. Some can be white, you can get kind of a white look. But we're going for the nasty, black, bloody Freddy Krueger look. That's what we're going for. You want them to look like they were... You want it to look like it was, like you were burnt. Like you were stuck to something and you peeled your skin off and... yeah. Just very burnt looking. Hopefully this video turns out good. I don't know. I'm not the best at doing videos. Okay, now got a lot of that covered up there. Now we're going to take and we're going to start putting it in. We're going to start drawing it into the black. Because the black with the red, and you don't have to cover all the black. You just want to get it just on there. Now normally, after doing all this, just go through and get any missed spots, places that you've maybe missed. But you gotta get all the black covered now with this red. Because this adds black adds the depth. It makes it look... hold on, I gotta switch. It makes it look very, very dark. And I'm self-taught. I don't go to any classes for this. I watch other people do it. We gotta get that covered. A little darker. See? This is what I'm saying. Latex. This latex, if you're not working with the skin-colored latex, with a tan color, or even darker, it is such a pain to cover. In the haunted house, we use the skin tone. Now see, this is, I hate these creams. You can even dab with your finger. Kind of gives it a little illusion like too. See? Right here, this is what I'm saying. They start pulling each other off. I hate this cream makeup. So you have to end up laying it on really thick. It will eventually, I guess, dry. If I remember from last year. Now I'm down to the last of my maroon here. Now, I don't know, I'm going to try to darken my lights down so you can see this in a lower light. Now, another thing you do is you put, let's see, we use cooking oil. You can use, I've seen, another YouTube channel I was watching, a girl called Glam and Gore. She does lubricant, jelly lube. And you can take some of this red, I just stuck my finger in it, and you can dab this red, just straight red in here. She does lube, and that comes out pretty good looking too. So now we want to take on this finger, the red, and just dab it in the bigger holes, the gaping wounds here, because see the depth starting to come out and show now, how it's starting to really look. And is why I say to dab it with your finger and not the brush, is because your finger will let it chunks up more. It's kinda, I don't know, it chunks it up more. And I'm covered in this stuff. Yay, I'm red. Okay. Well, like I said, there was one YouTube channel. She used Glam and Gore. She used lubricant jelly over top. In our haunted house, we will spray Pam cooking spray on our hands, and we'll rub it over top for a glossy look, because you want that glossy look. I don't have it here. I'm not gonna, but that would be your finishing. I was thinking also too, maybe you could use petroleum jelly, as long as you melt it in your hands first and then rub it over. The only other thing I could think of, there's another YouTuber that I watch a lot, but I haven't seen him really do any of this stuff too much. So what he uses, I don't know. But he's really good if you want to learn how to make like your, oh, I just stuck my finger in it. If you want to learn how to make prosthetics, Pinky is a good one for that. And fake blood. Oh, he's really good. He is the best fake blood maker. This is my own fake blood that I make myself. And actually, I will show you just right on my skin up here. This is, you can see already. This is actually one of his recipes that I used. It's not great in a spray bottle, but the spray bottle I've noticed is, really good for a nice controlled spray. Now, I sprayed that both on me and on my pants and on my carpet. So, this is really good for if you want to do a control spray. You know, you want to put it right here and you know that's where you want it to go. You can spray it right there, and it's spraying everywhere. Because I'm not holding it right. And it stays, and that's the, one good thing about that, is that it stays right there. And then, it's, scab blood. No, this was a good one I made here. I wonder what it did. My other ones haven't been coming out as good lately. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting blood everywhere. Okay. And the cat's going to have a fit now. Scab blood. I think I've never used it, but I believe Graftobian and Ben and I make a really good scab blood, which is a real thick concentrated blood that you can just like pack in. I'm going to try to make some myself. I seen a couple of the other YouTubers had made, I'm going to try to make it thicker. Okay, so this is the blood that I made. My own made blood, you can tell by that right there. But anyhow, it's been sitting for a year in my kit. It's Halloween time again this year. So we're going to take this and we're going to, right in these big crevices. Oh, I'm getting it everywhere. My bathroom is going to be all bloody. Somebody's going to think I killed somebody. Maybe if I go back a little further. No, closer. Closer, it doesn't spray so far. Okay, that was a lie too. Oops. Oh well. We're going to have blood all over the place. Well, there goes my security deposit. Might as well forget that. Never seen that again. No. But, oh! See what I mean? This stuff is terrible. Ugh! It's so thick, it's really hard to squeeze out of here, too. Okay, so we've got our blood now. Yeah, that's a little more blood than I wanted. I kind of just do like this. Let's see if I can get back here. Yeah. See, because the blood is going to get into, see, more of these crevices that I see we missed. So the blood's going to get more, it's going to get into the, oh, whatever, that's red. Oh, here, another cotton ball. Okay. Now, you clean up this blood all down here. So you quit getting it everywhere. Okay, so now take your cotton ball and dab it, because you want, this is a little too much, so we want to soak. Oh, you hear that noise? I think it got under there somewhere. So, okay, so we want to dab this up because we don't want to be dripping. We're burnt. When you're burnt, the blood coagulates and sticks and stays right there. It doesn't run and drip. We don't want that. So we want to clean some of this up. Just like this.